I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist forever.
Hello, folks out there in the interweb. This is me in a very monotone-like manner. Welcoming you. Yes, you. You there in your living room, your kitchen. Maybe you're in the bathroom. Maybe you're taking a dump. Who knows? But I am welcoming you. There we go. Welcoming you to the 210th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. It's got to be Saturday night, and we're live on Twitch, baby.
Took you a while to get that one out.
Yeah. Sorry, I was dying in my brain. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist.
Give me 1 second. I was checking something.
Mm-hmm.
I would be the visual mad scientist.
Yeah, and he is the visual man. There he is, visually. So for all to see.
And didn't visually change the fucking colors because I forgot.
It's okay. That's all right. Mistakes happen. We're human. And when you are human, like most of us are, things can occur. So before the show started, I asked Jared if he ever wanted to shoot a musket. And he said yes. So our goal, folks, currently.
And I replied that I will shoot anything.
He will. But I want to find somebody out there that has a musket anywhere. So Jared can shoot it. Shoot it what? I don't know.
And I want to be able to reload it too and then shoot it again.
Yeah, he has to do the whole old style cleaning with the gigantic ear swab.
I've seen it live, like Williamsburg and shit.
Like reenactments and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are actually really fun.
Yeah.
Dude, we should go to a reenactment. I know that sounds weird.
I know somebody who does them. He does it for the Confederate side. and the funny part is the dude is he's half Asian, half white.
Oh man,
but he's into that shit. He does reenactments and he does Victorian style like dancing and shit.
That's
like they dress up. The ladies dress up in the big hoop dresses.
Yeah, and
the men are in the old school tuxedos, and they're just doing the.
That's cool. Do you think
it's really nerdy?
It's super
it's
nerdy.
Like extra LARPing. First, I want to shout out to Epic. Thank you for the resub. He said he can't believe he's been a rat for a lab rat. I got to come up with an actual lab rat fucking emote. But anyway, lab rat for 5 months.
Yeah.
And thank you for being with us.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Epic.
Does black powder count? Yeah, I could do black powder. Because that's you still have to load the powder in there, and then you said I have one of those where you have to do all the things. Okay, yeah, I'm down with that too.
So
I was thinking old school, like the whole ramrod. And
that's what I was.
The powder and
dude,
shit.
Dude, I wanted to reload it, and I think I would just be fascinated watching you.
Black
do this.
powder is the same way. It's similar, but you don't go through the muzzle on the black powder. It's like a little thing in the back.
Yeah,
and you put the gunpowder there, and then there's like wadding there. And it's a whole process, just like a musket, but except a musket, you could put the powder in the muzzle. It's just like it's a handheld cannon, basically. Because like with a cannon, you put the powder in the muzzle. Old school cannons, not howitzers of today. You put the. I know about this because I was artillery, bro.
Yeah.
I
Jared watched things go boom for our country, folks.
Yeah, love that shit. It's so fun.
Surprised he's not deaf. I'm really surprised you're not deaf,
bro. I'm surprised I'm not deaf.
I would just think that's a very deafening job, like just field of work.
I don't know if did I tell it on here, like how sometimes I would be doing something and the round would go off and like I'd be holding something I couldn't put my ears in my because I didn't have earplugs.
No, so I know you have spoken about it, but I don't think you did say that.
I don't know if I told it to you. Oh, no, it wasn't you. It was I think it might have been Bobby B actually. But yeah. So you did? Yeah. Well, then yeah. There's various forms. There's black powder, straight up, and then there's different kinds of black powder, and then there's straight up muskets like the old school colonial days type shit. But yeah, like I'd be running a thing of powder, a powder charge to the number one man so they could put it in the breech. But like as I'm doing it, I'm trying to open another one for another canister to get the next one out. But by the time I get ready to get back, my hands are full. So the shit goes off, stand by, fire, boosh, and I'm fucking like, I can't. So all I hear is, boosh.
How long does the ringing in your ears last with if you can't cover them properly?
Probably, I don't know. It varies. Maybe 45 to a minute and a half.
Oh wow, dude, that is quite a long time to have your ears ringing. Yeah. Oh wow, and I'm
And
sure
then,
it varies
you're still. It wasn't like that every time.
Yeah.
But you're still having to, like, if you. When I was in, we didn't really do fucking ear protection. They kind of recommended it, but it wasn't like
You might want to not do.
it wasn't like, yo, you have to have it. Apparently, there was a time, like, there's a whole lawsuit thing, like, whatever, like, during a certain time, which I should probably see if I can get in on.
Get that money, Jet.
But it was like, after a certain time, if you use these particular blah, blah, blahs, headphones during this time period, then, I mean, I'm not in that time period, but, like, we still had this shit, so I should be entitled to something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you should, dude. Dude, I'll vouch for you, bro. I could be like, look at my friend. He can't hear me.
Well, I can hear you because you're screaming.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
well, you're gonna have to act like you can't hear me when we're doing this.
No, my hearing is definitely wasn't. I had very good hearing when I went into the Marine Corps, so it's not the same. I don't know.
I remember they used to make you do those tests in elementary school. Put the
Yeah, that's
headphones
the same
on.
one we had to do.
Just raise your hand. And
That's the same one we had to do in the Marine Corps. It's the same shit.
Yeah, no, I know it's the same shit. Why the fuck did they make us do that in school? I guess obviously to teach us learning. I'm sure there's obviously a good reasoning behind it. No, man, but that's badass, dude. You got to shoot fucking cannons and stuff. So you got to fire a musket. So it sounds like Epic has a musket.
I don't care if it has gunpowder in it. I want to shoot it.
Okay, that's probably one of the most American things I think you've
It's
ever
not
said.
about it being American. I just like fucking exploding things. It's fucking cool.
You and my grandfather would have gotten along. You probably would have gotten along with my dad too.
I mean, because why? Because we're fucking men.
First of all, I am a man. I
It's
am
questionable.
It's maybe it's the gloves. I don't know. You guys like my gloves? You guys like them? No. But my
What up? Did you pray today?
The fact that my grandfather once told me when I was younger that he got joy in throwing sticks of dynamite out into an open field.
Now, see, I didn't get to do that.
So
I have thrown grenades.
that sounds cool.
That's fucking cool. The first time I heard it,
Aren't you worried about it like blowing up in your hand though?
at first, yeah, the very first time I did it, I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Jared's like,
And-
get rid of it.
And I wasn't even the one throwing it. I was like off the line. Like, there's a whole process you go through. We have practice grenades that like just have like little charges, and you throw those, and that's supposed to simulate the fucking you taking the pin out and throwing it, and then it going off. But until you hear that first motherfucker, you ain't never heard no shit like that before. It's like the shit you hear in video games does not do it justice.
Oh, I believe it. I 100%
The
believe it.
very first time I heard a grenade, bro, I just remember I was scared because I didn't know what to expect. I was like, bro, what the fuck? This is like real life shit right here.
Yeah, that's
And then you have to go up on this line, and then there's like kind of a brick wall, not like some cinder block wall, and you have like NCO or fucking some kind of instructor right next to you. So
Yeah.
if you fuck up, they have to fucking grab you and throw you. No, you're laughing.
I know
This
it's
is some
just,
serious shit.
I know it's serious, but that being your job, like, hey, I got to make sure this person throws this grenade properly, or I'm gonna have to,
I'm gonna die.
yeah. That's gotta. You have to have what we like to call a big pair of brass balls.
Man, it's part of the job. You don't really think about it after a while. Like, you're just like, they tell you to go here, and then you go there. And then you tell you to go there, and then you go there. And I remember the first time I heard one go off, it was like, I can't explain it. It was like it's hard to explain, man.
No, that's okay. I mean,
But I heard that shit, and I was like, I have to go do this now? Like, what the fuck? And the second time I did it, wasn't as bad, but it's still nerve-wracking every time you do it. I can't imagine grunts all the time fucking doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they walking around with them on their fucking gear and all that shit.
I think I am more so worried about it detonating without any reason beforehand. I don't think
It can't.
because of the pin and everything. Right?
Okay, so you have two different. I think there's actually three mechanisms, but the main one is the one that everybody knows about. Is like, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you try to pull one of them motherfuckers out with your teeth like they do in the movies, you're pulling your teeth out with it.
It's in there that good.
Yeah, so it's like pull that motherfucker out, and then there's a thing called the little thing on the end of it's called a spoon.
Okay.
It's called, I guess you could call it like a little lever thing.
Yeah.
So you're holding that once you take the pin out. Now, it won't do anything until that pin fucking pops off of that.
All right.
And then it's like a 3-second delay. I believe it's 3 seconds. I have to look it up. But once that spoon is gone, then you have like 3 seconds or some shit.
Okay.
So it's like you pull the pin, and they tell you to throw it like a baseball. Not like a baseball.
Yeah, no. Showing your pitching form there.
But you have to like that. You know what I'm saying?
So like an overhand kind of.
Yeah, kind of like a shot put, but like
yeah,
fucking yeet that motherfucker.
Dude, I'm getting that thing out of my hand like hot potato, bruh.
So it's like pull the pin, throw it, the fucking spoon flies off, and then boom. And then you hear that. Once you pull the pin, you hear the fucking ding. You hear the fucking the spoon come off, and and then.
How? So you said there's a 3 second.
I think there's 3 seconds
before you have to get it out of your hands.
No.
Oh, until it just blows up.
Once the spoon comes off,
okay,
that's when the 3 seconds start.
Okay, I got you. That's some fascinating
the
stuff.
The spoon won't come off until it's out of your hand because you have to hold it tight.
I'm not holding that motherfucker with the death grip, dude.
Bro. The first time I did it, I was holding that motherfucker for dear life,
dude,
and I was like, all my baseball fucking skills better come true.
What?
And it's not light. It's like, I mean,
I would think it'd be maybe about 5. Would it be like not 5 pounds? Maybe like 3 pound.
Maybe.
Would it be the way to maybe something like this?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, like I don't know, a heavy pool ball, but more the size of a baseball.
Okay, I got you. No, that's pretty dope. So, folks, if you
no, they don't. They won't get a chance to do that unless they join the Marine Corps.
I was gonna say, if you guys want to throw some grenades, sign up now. And if you're past the age and too old to do it, just come hang out with us. We'll throw some grenades somewhere. I don't know where we would go around here to throw grenades.
Bro, you're not throwing grenades. Like you can't get those.
I know. I'm just saying, if we were to go throw grenades, I would have to think of a good area and location.
This is an open field.
Yeah, it's true.
But you would want a berm in front of you because that fucking shit goes everywhere. Shrapnel goes all over the place.
That's crazy, dude.
So I can't remember the killing radius is. I'm just trying to remember. I want to say 5 meters, and the casualty radius is 10 to 15, I believe. So if you're within 5 meters of where that motherfucker drops, you're dead.
Okay.
If you're within, I can't remember the exact number, but I think might be 15 meters. Could be 10. Either way, doesn't matter. If you're within that area, then you're more than likely gonna get fucking injured severely.
Damn, dude, that's crazy, bro. Jared just chucking grenades out into an open field.
I'm not chucking it. It's been a while.
That's pretty cool, though. That's a fascinating story. I do like that. I like that a lot. Speaking of stories, earlier today, I got up this morning, ate my breakfast, and just scrolling through my phone, and I found a news article that just kind of struck me as like, hold on, I have to read this because of the headline. It just caught my attention. There's a man in, I want to say Korea.
Uh-huh.
It was Korea. I'm pretty sure it was Korea. That had a headache for 5 months.
Oh, no. You got to go to the doctor for that shit.
Yeah, so this guy had a headache for 5 months, and they found chopsticks lodged in his brain.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah. So this is why I wanted to bring it up, because it was just such a bizarre story. I was like, I have to figure out
how did he
how these chopsticks got in his brain.
Yeah.
And so he finally went to the doctor. Now, granted, folks, if you have a headache for more than a day or two, then seek medical attention. 5 months is a long time. So he goes to the ER. They do like a CAT scan on his head. And then they find chopsticks in there, dude. And so obviously the big question is, how did they get there, right? This guy says he was at a bar 5 months ago and got into a drunken bar fight and couldn't remember anything after it, dude.
Oh, fuck that.
So somebody jammed chopsticks up this guy's nose, not killing him.
Did they break him off or something?
I don't know. It didn't go into specific details.
There's
I would
a story on it.
Yeah, it was just such a bizarre headline. I had to read it. And I'm not one to normally click on stuff like this, but I was like, whoa, this is weird. How did chopsticks get in this guy's brain? And apparently he got into a drunken bar brawl, and he said he remembers somebody coming at him with a sharp object towards his face, and then he couldn't remember anything after that. So someone lodged chopsticks in this guy's nose. That's fucking nuts. The fact that he didn't die is I think, even more miraculous.
Yeah, it says he was being called into a fight a number of months early. Oh my God.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. He
So
lived.
this just goes to the fact, like, don't go out fucking and get trashed in public.
Dude,
because you don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
Dude, especially, so he's Vietnamese, man. My apologies.
There you go, being racist.
I'm not being racist. Again, there wasn't a before and there's not an after. All right? But that's it's not true. It's not true.
Well,
no, but
that makes more sense. I don't know. I was thinking, I was like, Korea seems like a little more, less violent is the word I think I want to use.
I mean, I would just think there's crime and stupid shit everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but when I heard Korea, I was like, that doesn't sound right.
And I apologize. I'm not getting
I know what you're saying.
Mixed up. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, dude, so that's just kind of crazy to me that this guy has no severe brain trauma and is in stable condition, according to the article. Well, I mean, that's a good thing, but still, what the fuck? That's nuts. I just found that overly fascinating for some reason. So I just wanted to share that with all of you. And if you guys have a headache for more than a day or two, go to the doctor. Might have chopsticks in your nose. Who knows? Yeah.
Okay. So Epic, he said he was driving in a semi and he hit the railroad tracks a little hard, and my seat went up and came down, and the pin of the fire extinguisher made a cloud appear. You sure you didn't just fart? He said it had a cloud from the pin of the fucking fire extinguisher. I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about.
I don't know. If you're drunk, buddy, we're getting there. Don't worry, it's okay. We're joining you soon.
RJ's getting.
So I wanna take a brief second to talk about that. So I've been on my journey.
Oh my God!
All right,
do we have to do this every other?
No.
month?
But I've been on my journey. But the last 2 nights I have decided to partake a little more than usual.
I figured that if you weren't playing last night, then I figured you were out.
I decided to stop by Tortuga Verde last night.
Of course.
I was like, I've had a long work week. I was like, let me see who's in here.
I don't know how you go on Fridays, bro.
And you know what's crazy?
The worst fucking night.
It is god awful. But I was only there for like 45 minutes, so I wasn't there very long. But I go inside, and Jared, I want to tell you, for the very first time ever, there was nobody in there that I knew. Not one soul in there.
Oh, I stopped going on Fridays because it's
depressing.
Yeah. And you got to remember, there's something going on tonight that probably people may be showing up for, so they might not have gone out last night.
That's true as well. But yeah, so I've had a little too much in the last 2 days, and I'm starting to feel it. And it's like, I don't want to go down the drunken path. I want to be the shaman, and I want you to be the ramen, okay?
No, my thing is, like,
the shaman and the ramen. Dude.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like RJ doesn't want to hang out with me anymore.
That is not true.
That's what I'm starting to feel like.
That is not true. We do this wonderful podcast together.
Yeah, and, like, this is the only time we see each other. And I don't want to sound like a fucking weirdo or nothing, but it's like, maybe I just don't want to just only talk to you when we're actually, like, doing business.
Well, I don't think that. No. I don't think that's
because this is technically business.
Oh, don't do that.
It is.
It is business, but it is pleasure as well.
You see it more pleasure to you. It's more business than for me because one day this is going to sell tickets for my fucking comedy show.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And we're going to be rich and we're going to be famous. And then remember,
I said my comedy shows.
And so we're going to be rich and we're going to be famous, right? All right. So, and then what I was going to say is, you like how I just pulled that other can out of nowhere?
Yeah, I like how you showed that fucking Coke can too.
Just leave me alone. Anyway, no, but that's all I wanted to say, and we can continue on.
Yay!
That's all I wanted to say.
Great story.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
What?
All right, let's move into the entertainment beaker a little bit. There's something that I've been seeing on TikTok recently, and I just want to, you know what? I just want to say this.
I'm listening.
Everybody out there listening, I want you guys to understand, and I think what we need to do is you guys got to really start paying attention, and we got to start keeping a tally of when Jared says some shit on here, and Jared is right.
It's all the time, folks.
No, we're not gonna do that.
All right,
I'm not. You you trying to make a joke? I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm being dead serious.
Oh.
But I say a lot of shit on here, and people probably hear my shit and probably I mean, not people who listen because they want to, but sometimes somebody may come through and they might hear some shit and oh, he got some fucking what the fuck is he talking about? Perfect example, when me and Greg used to get into it, I would say some shit and he'd be like, no, that blah blah. What would happen? A few months later, what would have been? Shit fucking became true. And then he's got to fucking kind of backtrack a little bit, oh shit, yeah.
So what is currently happening?
So what's currently happening is, I know I said a while ago many times, and we actually talked about it on here. Epic's chimed in on it before, of how Hollywood has tried to. My new terminology that I came up with over Thanksgiving, the far woke.
The far woke.
I call them the far woke because you know how you have the far left and the far right.
Yeah,
I call this the far woke.
Dude, it almost sounds like
it's like a real political term.
Yeah, the far woke. It almost sounds like a series. But please continue.
It could be. It'd be a fucking political series about fucking crazy people.
Yeah.
But the far woke put this pressure on these companies and these film companies and these whatevers, and then it gets pushed into mainstream society, and everybody has to accept it or they get canceled.
Yeah.
So that's the setup for what I'm talking about right now.
All right.
And specifically what we talked about before is Disney. And I remember I was talking about how the fucking, I'm pretty sure I said it on here, how Star Wars were getting too fucking far woke.
Yeah.
No, not having anything against it, but I don't need to see two women kissing or two dudes kissing in a fucking Star Wars movie for me to be aware of the fucking situation in the world.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Nor do I need to see fucking Princess Leia fucking floating back to the fucking goddamn ship from fucking being dead outside of it. I get it. You have the Force, but why are you in a fucking princess dress? This ain't fucking... I get it. You bought it, Disney, but this ain't fucking Disney.
It was a very odd moment in Star Wars history.
It was the worst moment in Star Wars history. And and at the time, and we said it before, it was at the time I loved it. I was like, oh, we finally got some Star Wars shit again. But now looking back on it, I'm like, fuck, that was dumb. The whole
it was very dumb.
And again, I don't have anything against it, but forcing every lead to be a woman or a minority is kind of far woke.
No, I 100%.
And it's not just Disney, but I'm picking on Disney right now only because this was said this past week. And hold on, let me get back to it.
All right, so Jared's got something up, folks, for those who are going to be watching us now live or on Monday at 9 a.m. when you get the YouTube visual. So I'll let you go ahead.
This is from CSNBC, November 30th. Headline says, Disney CEO Bob Iger says companies' movies have been too focused on messaging.
It sounds like a lot of backpedaling is
happening. Well, they had to change CEOs because remember, not change CEO. He retired, and then the lady who was in charge of, now she's in charge of Star Wars still.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know.
Kathleen Kennedy is her name.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I blame her for all that other shit. But yeah, like you said, they're backtracking now. And it even goes in, there's some, I should have highlighted, but there's some specific sayings that he had or quotes that he had in here.
I mean, we can scroll through it. I mean,
there's right there. creators. Let me make it bigger. RJ, you read it.
Yeah, so creators lost sight of what is their number one objective needed to be. Hold on, it's like a little bouncing around.
I know.
It's pronounced Iger, correct?
Yes.
Iger said at the Deal Book Summit in New York on Wednesday, "We have to entertain first. It's not about messages." Iger has recently pushed to improve the quality of Disney films in 2024 and beyond. He's cutting back the number of movies Disney makes to focus on making better films. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, and that is good. I like that. That is good.
I get it. It's good. It's fucking show and prove, motherfucker.
Oh no, I got to see it first. You're right. No, you have to. You have to. If you say something, you got to deliver. I 100% agree with that. But I think this also goes back to when, with just the MCU and just Disney and the just kind of the unfortunate oversaturation of the superhero market.
He talked about that too. Maybe not in this article, but he talked about it.
And again, because I know that all this stuff is connected, but I read a comment one time, and I think it resonated with me personally, and I'm sure it resonates with a lot of fans, because, again, Loki Season 2 is great. Highly encourage everybody to watch it. But some of the other stuff I'm into, but I don't feel the oomph, the like, oh, I got to see this, kind of thing. Just because they said there's so much out there, it's starting to feel like homework.
Kind of, but I have the opportunity to be able to watch a lot of stuff. So for me, sometimes I'm running out of shit. And I don't want it to be homework. I only want to watch it if I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like I finished that fucking For All Mankind. Well, most of it, because they're still in the 4th season right now. But I'm still struggling to find shit to watch.
So there's a show. Hold on, I'm gonna pick my phone up.
Don't change.
No. Okay, go ahead. No, I was gonna.
No, I don't want you to change the subject.
No, I wasn't. But when you were saying there's something to watch, there's something that caught my eye. I haven't watched it yet, but I was like, yo, Jared would probably totally into this.
But stay on topic.
But with the oversaturation of the MCU and just the superhero movies, and it feeling like quote unquote homework, this is kind of nice for me as a fan to see reading this, because I agree with him. Quality over quantity. That's always a big thing for me. I'll take quality any day over just repeat, people just pumping out garbage. Nobody likes that. It's not good for anybody.
Hello, Gene.
It's not good for business.
Thank you for coming through.
Hey,
shout out to Epic for the 10 gifted subs.
Because he's the man with the plan. I like that. I like that a lot. So I like this. So let's go. Let's fucking go. But
yeah, he goes deeper. Like he starts talking about Black Panther, and I didn't even get to that one. But
oh, here, scroll down. Let me see. Actually, the quote is down there. We have entertained with values and having positive impact on the world in many different ways. Black Panther is a great example of that. I like to be able to entertain if you can infuse it with positive messages and have a good impact on the world. Fantastic. But that should not be the objective. When I came back, what I really have tried to do is return to our roots. All right. And then it goes a little further. I see the...
Yeah, we're not getting into that.
Yeah, okay. So
I saw what I saw one word or one name, and I was like, nope, let's not do that.
Yeah, so we're going to not... if you are watching currently, can they see that on the screen still or no?
I turned it off.
You took it off? Okay. Yeah, we're not going to get into that whatsoever. It's not cool. But Jared, let me ask you, did you start watching Onimusha?
No, actually, when you were talking about it last week, I thought you were talking about, it's called the Blue-Eyed something.
The Blue-Eyed Samurai?
Yeah.
I've heard that's really good,
too.
too.
That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about, I'm not going to watch what you're talking about. I don't even know where it is.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, well, I didn't see it. I'm trying to watch the Blue-Eyed Samurai.
I hear that's really good, too.
No, I heard the animation is really good, and the story is really good.
I haven't started it yet, but
I'm gonna actually. I forgot. I'm gonna start it probably tonight or tomorrow, since there's no F1.
Was it? Let me ask you. I know it sounds silly, but the
Season's over, buddy.
The season's over. That's right. So when does the next one pick up? For you?
February.
In February. So, that's it's a good like month and a half away for you.
It's more than that.
Well, it's like 2 months now. I forget. It's only like
90-ish days.
That's it'll go by.
It's 3
fast.
months.
It is 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, if it depends on when it starts in February, then it would be like 2 months.
I just told you it's 90 days, 90-ish days.
Okay, so
Because when the last race was, it was 98 days. It's been a week later, so it's 91 days.
Okay. So we gotta get Jared some F1 stuff, dude.
I could watch them all the time. I had it up just now.
Do you think? I'm sure they are expensive. Are their helmets? Let me ask you this: are their helmets like any different as opposed to like? Is there like
as opposed to what?
I don't know, like maybe like a motorcycle helmet or something like in terms of safety features to them, I guess.
Possibly. I mean, motorcycle helmets are mass produced. They're supposed to be rated for like what they call DOT or Department of Transportation rated, but I've talked to people who work in hospitals and basically just call helmets brain buckets.
No,
because all it's going to do is hold your brains when you get in the crash.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's for. And you're
No. It's just holding your brains, not keeping them there.
I'm aware,
or attached to yourself.
Yeah, no, nobody wants to lose their head. All right, we need more head in life. We really do.
I've known a few people who died, didn't live in motorcycle accidents.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not.
And that's why I probably won't ever ride again, especially in this area. I think if I move somewhere, that's way less traffic, then possibly I'd ride again. But I have no interest in riding around here ever again.
No, it's this is a very heavily congested area, so I 100% agree.
And people just are fucking crazy.
People, dude,
when you're on a motorcycle, you have to do more defensive driving than everybody around you.
No, I could see that obviously being a thing. I have had the privilege of being on a motorcycle just very, very small handful of times with my uncle.
I used to ride.
Did you go to like tracks and stuff like that? Or
no, I didn't do track days. I rode on the street.
Oh, that's pretty fucking sweet, dude. Did you feel like...
It wasn't that sweet, motherfucker. I was fucking clinging on for dear life. But I knew some people who were wild, and I don't know. I've seen some wild shit.
Yeah, and you're just like, nope.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah, I thought I was... The last time I was on a motorcycle, I was in the...
Thank you for the follow, Gene.
I was in the 8th grade, and... It was my uncle's sports bike. I think it was like a Yamaha or something like that. I can't remember. And we were going down Dale Boulevard. No bullshit, dude. Like, because it is kind of a pretty long road. And I swear I was holding on the back of him for dear life, man. He was probably going like 110 on that thing, dude.
But I've been around him since I was a kid. Like I knew people who growing up who like adults that were friends of the family or whatever, they had them, and depending on the bike, there was times like at first I would be like holding on, but then I would get to the point where I was just like, I could just hang out back here. I don't even have to hold on.
Yeah, so it was really, really cool. But I'll never forget this story. When we were at an intersection, we were making a left turn, light turned green. The bike actually stalled out on us, and we fell.
Not on us. He did it.
So it stalled out. We fell off the bike,
of course.
In the middle of an intersection.
Yep.
Okay.
Been there, done that.
And the tailpipe landed on my left leg and burned the shit out of me. I had a mark on my leg for years. It's not very visible anymore.
That's part of riding
Yeah,
bikes.
no, but I felt like when we got back to the house, I was like, yeah, it was really cool. I felt like a badass. I was just like, yeah, I fell off of a motorcycle when I lived. That kind of.
You were lucky.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. But no, burning your fucking leg on the exhaust is part of the game.
Oh yeah, no, and I would, if I did it more frequently or more often, I'm sure I would have similar experiences with that happening. But
okay, I don't want to talk about this because I'm gonna start fucking wanting to ride again.
I want you to ride into the sun, Jared.
Please stop screaming into the mic.
Sorry, I just wanted to share my vocals with you. So
if you want to speak loudly, go do it away.
away.
Still talk so people can hear you, but when you scream, you got to move away.
Is that true? But yes, it is. Please don't hate me for what I'm about to bring up.
Years for I know what you're about to bring up, that dumbass fucking game.
No, not at all. You have no idea what I'm about to bring up, and I'm sorry, but I just wanted to tell you how cringe it was watching it. So I got home from work the other night, and my mom's watching the season finale of The Golden Bachelor. Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. So
Hold on, we need a fucking disgusting fucking sound effect. What? Somebody help me. What sound effect can we put on here to fucking maybe like a throw up sound? That would be really gross though.
yeah, that's a little too much. I think it's a little excessive.
We need something really disgusting for this shit.
What I was gonna say is, so I come home. She's been into it all 6 weeks or whatever it's been on TV. And so the season finale is on, right? I still think that's inappropriate.
Damn, RJ, what the fuck?
What's wrong?
You're fucking.
It's okay. Don't worry.
How many fucking 210 episodes in, and you still don't understand we can't be showing brands like that?
Oh, I didn't. I wasn't even actually thinking about that. My bad.
Of course.
Because I don't think. But anyway, so I come home. The season finale of The Golden Bachelor is on TV. My mom's ecstatic. So I go in the kitchen. I grab my bowl of dinner. I sit down, and I typically chat my mom up for a couple of minutes before I go upstairs and be a complete fat ass. And I was watching the last half of this show, and it was just so awful in terms of, I don't know, it's just, I get why people like it. Older people like it. It was just so cringy, man. And then they basically sat the second chick down with the guy in front of a live studio audience and had to basically explain to her why he didn't pick her.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's and I'm sorry for all of you too, but I just have to tell you how awful this was. I know you fucking hate me. I'm so sorry.
What up, Ghost Chips?
What I was gonna say is that he had to like explain to her, and then she started crying, and then everybody's like, "Oh," and then they're like, "Well, bring the new wife down," and everybody starts clapping again. It was just fucking weird, dude. So he ends up picking this chick who is obviously 70 years old. Okay, all right, and
Bro, it's called
it's no. Hear me out.
I don't know why the fuck you were even talking about this, but go ahead. We need something to talk about, so go ahead, RJ.
No, but
we need a boink. I don't have a boink. So I'm gonna get one. You guys got to remind me to get a boink sound.
no, but anyway, everybody lived.
It'll
happily
be specifically for RJ.
Everybody ended up living happily ever after. The end kind of thing.
Sure, they did.
But they were showing the preview for the next season of The Bachelor. Not The Golden Bachelor, The Bachelor. Oh, my God, dude. It was showing, like, this guy hugging, like, an autistic woman, and just, oh, my God.
Oh, you know what? See?
Yeah. And
please tell me this is on ABC.
I believe it is, yes.
Oh, God.
I don't know which channel, but it is one of those, local primetime
Well, no,
networks.
I need to know specifics.
I would like, I mean, if you just type
ABC is Disney.
Yeah. Here, if you just type it
So
in,
my point is, they're stealing from. There's a show on Netflix called shit. I can't remember what it is. Dating on the Spectrum, or no, Love on the Spectrum.
That's kind of wild.
So basically,
Ew, dude.
What do you mean, ew?
Like, hold on. I'm gonna listen to you first before I.
Well, yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, hold on. Like,
This motherfucker's wow.
Oh yeah. Wait. No.
Not only is he racist, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't like people. Never mind. Who are mentally challenged.
Dude, that's completely unprofessional of Jared.
No, it's not. It's unprofessional of you to interrupt me while I'm trying to get my thought out.
Yeah, well, that is. Yes, I agree. But I wasn't
So,
saying
the name of the fucking show,
all right.
while you keep putting your foot in your fucking goddamn mouth, and now he's laughing, guys. Now he's laughing at it.
I'm not laughing at it.
The show is called Love on the Spectrum. Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, man.
This is a clip.
Dude,
This is a clip
I'm
and a half.
sorry, dude. All right. All right, go ahead and explain this show, dude. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh,
It's bad.
oh, you're getting clipped the fuck up.
Dude. How dare you?
Somebody on Twitch right now, clip that shit.
Oh my God!
So I can use that for a short.
All right, so the show is Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah, it's called Love on the Spectrum. I had to put the camera on.
No. Stop. No, I swear, I love all people. I'm the nicest guy. I swear to God, dude. Ask my coworkers. They fucking talk shit to me all day. Just fucking give me the hardest time. Okay, so please continue.
I'm trying.
I know you are, and I'm sorry for holding you back.
Now you're holding me back?
Yeah, I'm sorry for holding you back.
You're holding. There's a whole group of people you're holding back right now.
Dude, I'm not doing it intentionally. I just can't believe this is a thing.
Okay, but see if you let me finish.
All right, I know. Okay.
I can get to my point.
All right.
So the name of the show.
Oh shit. All right.
I don't mean to laugh now. I'm laughing because he's laughing.
Oh, okay. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop. We're professionals. This is a professional podcast. We live in the nation's capital. We work for the government.
Hey, yo, and guess what? I'm a professional comedian, and as long as I get this motherfucker to laugh, I'm gonna keep saying the name of the show is Love on the Spectrum.
Mm-hmm. All right, and the show
He almost spit it out.
Yeah, and the show consists of.
So there's there's these group of people. They introduce them.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
You got to be done now.
All right. I swear, I think I got it all out of me.
All right. So, the name of the show is Love on the Spectrum.
Okay. Just keep talking. Just keep going, please.
This is so fucked up.
Dude, we're getting canceled. Years of work going down the drain.
Okay.
Right.
So, they introduce the people, and they pretty sure most of them have autism.
All right.
They all have autism. It takes place in Australia, which in itself makes it a little bit harder to understand what's happening sometimes.
Okay.
But they go on these dates and they just try to find love. It's just like a dating show, like a normal dating show, but for people who are on the spectrum.
Dude, they could have titled that show so much differently.
If you actually, all jokes aside, I watched the show and it's, I don't want to say cute, but it's
everybody deserves
for lack of a better word. Yeah, it's kind of cute for people trying to find love and whatever. And you get to know the people, and some people like they just speak their mind. Like, it's like with people who are neurotypical, I guess would be the word. They try to hide stuff and mask stuff. These motherfuckers, they just be like, this is what it is. I don't really like you. I think I like this and I like this. And if you don't like that, then I don't know if we can be doing this.
I actually had a guy that worked for me who was autistic, and he was just like that. Wonderful guy, too. But he told you how he felt, no matter who was standing around.
There's no social cues whatsoever. But that's whatever. So my point before we got into that whole thing, when you were talking about the new Bachelor, is I feel like what they're doing is trying to steal from the success of that show. It's like, oh, that show's successful, so we're gonna put someone with autism into this show, and we're gonna see if they find love. Now, I think that's more fucked up, especially if the Bachelor is neurotypical. And when I say neurotypical, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, because I have ADD, and they call people, there's neurotypical and then there's neurodivergent. I'm just trying to use terms that so it's easier to fucking understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So I think it's more fucked up to have someone that's neurotypical trying to date a bunch of other neurotypicals and then have one or two persons with autism or neurodivergent.
Yeah. No, I agree
as
with that.
opposed to having the entire show of everybody the same.
Yeah. No. I 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. Of course, 100%. I think now, all jokes aside, everybody needs to find love. We all want to be loved by somebody. But when I see stuff like this, like, I mean, I know it's like you said, like cute and heartwarming and stuff like that, which is great. You know, all the good feels. But then I feel like sometimes like big companies like are like exploiting these people doing this too, like to a degree.
No, well, that's that's really what I was saying.
Yeah.
But that's what the show that I was talking about. I didn't get that impression. And
Okay.
there's a couple seasons of it. It's on Netflix. There's a couple seasons of it. I think I only watched the first season, for various reasons. But I think what I was explaining with the Bachelor shit, I think that's more exploitive.
Yeah, no, and I think that's kind of what I was getting at when I was just talking about watching it with my mom, and they basically took the woman that was not getting married to the guy, like the second hand, like, hey, you're not you. And I just feel like they kind of humiliated her on national television. I mean, it's dating. It's like, I understand. It's part of it.
That's the show, and that's what they're gonna do every season. And you got to remember,
She seemed like a fun
that shit
bitch.
is scripted.
It is. I do forget
As
that
much as
sometimes.
people think there's reality, it's not. It's scripted, and then it's also edited in a manner that makes you see things a certain way. Because something could happen one way, and if you do any research into like reality TV, like something could happen one way and it'd be completely normal, and they edit it in such a way that it just like turns it into this whole other thing.
Yeah, it's like basically when people take quotes out of context and things of that nature.
Yeah, they do video out of context.
Yeah. So, no, but I guess my whole point is just, and then as the credits are rolling, so to speak, there was one of those ads, like those old time TV show ads, like, hey, do you know anybody that, is your grandma or grandpa looking for love? That's what it said. Are they 70 plus? Here, tell them to call us at 1-800, blah, 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 old folks. Or you know what I mean?
So what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong. It's just been so long since I've heard like an advertisement like that, and for just what it was just weird.
Well, you don't watch regular TV, so I don't know why. That's not weird.
No, it's not. It was weird to me. Well,
It's weird because you don't watch regular TV.
Yeah,
You're not used to commercials anymore, unless you're watching a YouTube video, which that demographic. See, this is marketing shit. That demographic that's watching YouTube is not the same demographic that's watching fucking regular TV, ABC, CBS, NBC. Those are older people in their 60s who are either looking for love or looking for some kind of medication or fucking diapers or some shit.
Yeah, I just got a good chuckle out of it. That's all.
No, I'm not denying. I'm trying to explain. So, and you act like I'm just talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else too.
I know that.
This motherfucker here.
Well, I'm just saying.
And what else? You said something else?
No, so you're talking about advertisement, and I can't believe we haven't brought this up the last couple of weeks because I actually intended to, but we get rolling sometimes and I forget. Snoop Dogg is the greatest advertisement mind in the world, dude.
No, he's not.
Well, I just thought of you immediately when I found out that whole giving up smoke thing was just a marketing ad.
Well, we could talk about that.
It was a very clever way of doing it.
Usually what happens, okay, when something like that happens, that major, especially, I've grown up with Snoop Dogg most of my life, pretty much all my life, and you have too.
Yeah.
So I know in my heart of hearts, no matter what he says, he's not going to fucking stop smoking.
Yeah, so I didn't know what to think about it either when I initially saw it.
So what I always do, even when some crazy shit happens in the news, I'm always going to be like, you know what? Let me sit back before I have a fucking gut fucking reaction that doesn't suit well to anything or to anybody, just like in real life. Like, if you just fucking have a gut reaction off break without knowing the full information, you're not doing anybody a service.
Yeah, no.
So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to get the facts and I'm going to fucking understand. I'm like, okay, I see he posted this. All right. Let's just wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Then that ad for the fucking grill came out. Smokeless ad. Guess what? I've seen that ad. You know who did that ad first or who promoted that I know of that did that first? Bert Kreischer.
Really?
On his show, Something's Burning, he did it. And I think Snoop might have been on it at one point. But anyway, him and Bert know each other. So he might have been like, yo, I want to get in on this. And his fucking agent probably said, yo, this would be perfect. Just say you're going to stop smoking and this, that, blah, blah, blah. And then,
Yeah, well, it
wasn't that genius of a move. It was.
I thought it was clever. More.
It was
than
clever,
anything.
but
Yeah.
it wasn't a genius move.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was just different. And again, when I didn't the first thing that and the only thing that I thought is that, and I didn't know
Everybody thought the same thing you're about to say.
Is that he has obviously some sort of medical condition.
Yes.
Yeah. That's literally the only thing
Everybody thought the exact same
so
thing.
I was just like, oh, maybe he's sick or just something we're not aware of.
Yep.
But I view Snoop Dogg as a universal celebrity. I don't think there's anybody he doesn't know in terms of like celebrity status.
What do you mean he doesn't know?
I just feel like everybody knows who he is. He's literally
everybody knows who Snoop is.
Yeah, like across the world. But when I think of celebrities, and then I think of I don't even think about this, but it's like, it's like Brad Pitt is cool with George Clooney, that kind of thing.
No, I'm not talking about friends and shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about their celebrity in itself.
Oh yeah, well that I understand, but
I'm not talking about like who's friends. I'm just saying that I know that I've seen Bert peddle that smokeless girl before, the exact same one. When I saw the fucking ad, I was like, oh, you motherfucker, you cheating ass motherfucker. Not in a bad way, but it was like in my head, I was like,
so
that was too easy.
So since you're talking about Bert Kreischer, I actually watched that video you sent me of the comedic roundtable, or that you sent me earlier in the week.
Yeah.
With there was Tom Segura, Matt Rife. Who else was on there? Marlon Wayans. That's who I was thinking of.
And there's one other.
It was a woman, correct? Am I tripping? I was actually listening to it in the shower the other day when I woke up.
I'll find it right now because I sent it to Bobby B also.
And so I was like, this is
Sam J.
Yeah. So I'm listening to it. I'm getting ready for work, and I was listening to the conversation because I know how passionate you are about obviously comedy because you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was liking the whole conversation. And I think Matt Rife said it, but he was basically talking about the difference of being at home, watching a stand-up special, and then being there in person, and how you may react, I think, differently as you would in person as to being in the comfort of your own home, and the styles of stand-ups. Like, is it very visual? Like, is it like a giant auditorium with a lot of flash, or are you like in the back of the bar, the smoke-filled room kind of thing, and like the presence of people, whether they're at home or in the crowd, and the type of crowd. And it was a really cool listen. I don't know if you could link it at all, but
I could probably link
no,
it.
but I found it actually very interesting just hearing a group of comedians kind of talk about that stuff.
To be honest, I wish there was more stuff like that. I seek out stuff like that. I want to see other comedians talking about comedy, especially because I do it. But on top of that, I want people to kind of be more educated on it when they go to see other comedians. Because, like they were saying, it's not the same watching someone special as it is seeing them live.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen Tom Segura live.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that was my first obviously big comedy event, going to your shows.
Yeah, don't fucking don't do that.
First of all, this is not throwing any
I know. Okay.
Mr. Palm Tree at you. No, but going to a comedy event, especially the auditorium that we were in down in Richmond, was really cool.
That was a theater, sir, not an auditorium.
Well, it is a theater, actually. Jared is 100% correct. No, but it's a really cool experience, man. And I know Dave Chappelle was in town maybe, like 2 days ago? Yesterday, and I can only imagine what those tickets go for. But
$200 to $500.
I actually think that's kind of reasonable, as crazy
for
as
him,
that,
yeah.
But a Facebook friend of mine who I knew way back in high school, he actually went.
I know a few people that went.
So that must have been really, really cool. So if you guys have never been to like a legit I guess, stand-up special, I would highly encourage it.
And you don't have to, first of all, before you get that out, you don't have to go to Dave Chappelle. You don't have to go to fucking even a comic that does just theaters. You can go to comedy clubs. You can go to open mics and just check out even the local people because they would appreciate your support. Motherfuckers, I swear to God, man, motherfuckers always, I see them out and about and they know I had some shit. They were like, oh man, I wanted to go to your show, but I never see them.
Yeah.
And then that's when they get mad later on. This would happen with the Matt Rife shit. They get mad later on when this person is blowing up now and their fucking tickets are way more. It's because, hey, no, I put my work in these little small spots. You didn't show up then. All these other people showed up and they fucking supported me. So you can kind of go fucking to hell at this point because you're not my fan base. If you were my fan base, you would have been my fan base a long time ago.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that, and I think that goes with any form of creativity
Yeah,
that anybody does,
exactly.
Whether it's
Any form of creativity. Yes.
And I'm gonna give a good shout out to our good friend Bree, who is a very talented artist. She is getting recognition for her work, and I think that's awesome. Very well deserved.
She's been getting recognition.
Yeah, no, for
you know, Bobby B knew who she was just from because he goes to the Miami show that she always goes to.
Yeah, so but that's I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
Legit. No, but I just got a big kick out of listening to them talk about it.
First of all, we're gonna stop giving her props until she comes on this show. So stop doing that.
No, we got her art right here. That's
Yeah,
all.
we give her. That's what I'm saying. Every fucking week we give her props. But she needs to fucking come over here, sit in that chair, and fucking talk to us.
Hi, Bree.
She don't watch this.
Yeah. Well, we don't know.
She don't watch this.
It's okay. But anyway, I just thought it was really cool and I think Marlon Wayne said it too. He's like, when we do this, and this is why I know you really enjoy doing it. He was like, we're being a writer, a director, a producer, a comedian, and I think one other thing, all in one, multiple nights in a row. So then he was pointing out different writers in, I guess, Hollywood that are very successful, but they started out as stand-up comedians.
Mm-hmm.
He used somebody's name. I can't remember, unfortunately.
Well, there's a lot. Matter of fact, he's not a stand-up, but Conan O'Brien was a writer on SNL.
Yeah.
Dion Cole was a writer on Conan O'Brien. He's a fucking stand-up.
I think Conan O'Brien is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, he's a Harvard grad. He's from the Harvard Lampoon's era.
Yeah, his skits with fucking, what is it, Ice Cube and Kevin Hart, bro. I know that's scratches the surface.
That's all of it. That was all of them. Don't give Conan that one.
No. But I just enjoyed.
That's when just stars literally align, and that's just comedy gold.
Are we getting the 40?
Back to what we were talking about.
But I just thought it was really cool hearing him say that because I know that's what the big kick you get out of it is just the level of freedom you have, the level of creativity. You're your own person, you're your own boss. And I was like, man, this sounds just like Jared talking about it on the show.
That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Being the producer part is kind of it takes a toll on the writing part a lot of times. I guess producers and director, those two still kind of take a toll. That's why when people do their specials, they usually have someone else produce it and someone else direct it, so they can focus on the writing and the performing. And if you watch a special an hour-long special all the way through, no matter who it is, usually the first people when the credits come up, it's written by blah blah blah, directed by blah blah blah, whoever that person, not directed. Written and performed by blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll direct their own shit, but again, anything outside of the writing and the performing takes away. Takes away from the writing and performance.
Yeah, no. And I would feel that once you get to a high enough caliber, depending on who you are, having a high level producer or director would be.
It doesn't even need to be a high level. It could just be somebody who's another comedian, another stand up who understands what needs to be done for a special. Like they don't have to be fucking Dave Chappelle producing. I mean, although he's producing Donnell's and a few other people. He did Earthquakes last year, and I think Donnell's comes out this year. Donnell Rawlings, Ashley Larry for all y'all out there.
For you,
his special because he's doing like 3 or 4 people's different. He's producing their stuff.
That's awesome though, because everybody kind of collectively comes together as like a comedic family, so to speak. Sometimes,
and I don't mean. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I mean, if anything, you're.
But I think me and Bobby B talked a lot about this when we were in Austin. Even still now, is just how clicked up this area is as far as comedy. And then like in the Austin scene, like everybody's cool. Like I've met a couple people in Austin, comedians in Austin that like I'm still like chatting with.
Yeah,
here,
no, that's dope though.
But then the people who have done my show or I've done their show, I don't hear shit from them. Or I'm trying to get on their show and they don't even answer DMs back or whatever. They would say, "Oh, if you're interested in being on the spot," and like, but they don't ever answer back. So it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, no, that I understand.
And this is why I was like, "Fuck, man, I need to fucking get the fuck out of here. I need to move because I can't progress in an environment where
you're like a fish becoming too big for its bowl."
No, it's not even that. It's just like I feel like you can't. It's just better for everybody to rise up as opposed to just one or two just rising up.
No, you know and while we're on this subject,
it's the feast or famine fucking mentality.
While we're on the subject, I do want to ask you. I don't think I've ever asked you this. Have you ever? Because from all the experiences that I've had at your shows, and just the amount of times that you do it, or just how consistent you are with it, when it comes to other comedians, have you ever had like animosity from other comics, like in terms of like they don't like your set or you don't like theirs, or they're just kind of like a negative person, as crazy as that sounds, even though they're trying to do comedy? Like, have you ever run into like, I don't know, just like a fucking D-bag when you're doing this stuff? And I would just like to think everybody's relatively pleasant and in a good mood, trying to make people laugh. But when it comes to like, hey, I'm the next best thing, and
there is that. You do see that. And like I said, I've probably seen it more here than I did in Austin.
That does not shock me or surprise me.
Matter of fact, I'll even go. There's a guy who's on Kill Tony. He's been only doing it for like 2.5 years, and he got on Kill Tony and he fucking blew up. His name's Cam Patterson. I think we talked about it before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about it when Bobby was here because he screamed his name out and fucking he thought it was me.
Yeah, but
this dude, he's touring everywhere. He's going with Tony Hinchcliffe everywhere. He's doing He's a regular on Kill Tony, so he's doing a 1-minute spot and an interview every fucking week on Kill Tony, which is seen by millions of people on the world. It's the number one live podcast in the world. So he's getting seen. He's making money, and this dude still is a door guy at the mothership, the comedy mothership. So it's like, and a lot of those guys who started from there are still door guys, or even if they're not famous at the comedy mothership or on Kill Tony, they're door guys somewhere else, or they have their own shows somewhere else, and they're like, hey, you want to do this show, or they're living with like 3 or 4 other comics, and like just because they moved there for comedy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, here it's like, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm doing my shit. Fuck everybody else. And I get it. That's fine. You want to be that way. But I just feel like we all can rise up together as opposed to 1 or 2 motherfuckers just getting fucking dragged through the mud.
And I'm going to say this, and you're going to agree with me because I know you will. I know you've obviously seen a lot more of the world than I have. And when it comes to I guess just the overall community and consensus of people in the area, and we get along with everybody out here. But this area in particular is a very me first.
100%.
Yeah, me first, fuck
100%.
everybody else kind of mentality, and it just kind of stinks.
Yeah, we talked about this a lot. Every time I go somewhere, I go down south. Anytime I go to Atlanta, I'm trying fucking Austin, pretty much anywhere outside of DC, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's true. And even when we were in Pittsburgh, the guy that came up to us, the old guy, when we had first parked and we had pulled all the stuff out, he walked up and he had asked our buddy Epic, and he said, "Hey, are you really from Wisconsin?" He said, "Yeah," and he said, "Thank you for coming." I mean, just what? It's a very
pleasant.
It's pleasant. It's and it stinks because I was so kind of taken aback by it, like not in a bad way, but it was like, oh, well, this is a nice guy.
And I think, you were talking about like, oh, I was just happy that you had a good time. I was like, I had a good time because people were nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people.
Go to a fucking, I don't know, you go to a game at FedEx and you're going to probably see 2 or 3 fights or just somebody overly drunk. And it's just, who wants to go to that shit?
Yeah, no. And they made a big, this is
and they suck. They fucking don't win shit.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. But somebody did kind of point something out, especially if you're local. Now, granted, me being a Steelers fan, going to Pittsburgh is always fun. But say, well, I don't want to use Nats Park as an example. But when you have the opportunity to either go to a game at FedEx Field or watch it at home with your big 75-inch television, I think a lot of people are going to stay at home.
100%.
And
first of all, Nats Park doesn't even go in that category.
No, it doesn't. And
because there's nothing like watching baseball live. Because plus you're gonna be there. That's good. It's a family environment. There's gonna be moms and dads and kids, depending on the time of day, obviously.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody getting like ripped. I mean, there could be people drunk, but they're fucking handling their fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not fucking falling all over and I don't know.
Yeah, not to, but we've always had great times at the ballpark, except for the one time we almost died in the outfield. But other than that,
no, we didn't. That wasn't even the outfield. We were that was a third baseline.
Yeah, we are on third. Yeah, that's right. Oh, well, I thought we were going to die for a good about 3.5 minutes. So
I was in the bathroom. I was taking a piss.
While Jared's exercising his humanly bodily function.
I swear to God, one day he's going to not scream in that fucking mic.
I was like, oh, shit, this is it. The big kahuna. The great big car lot in the sky.
I don't even know what episode that was we did that in.
Dude, that was a while ago. But I'll just never forget that. But you're right. When you typically kind of traverse away from this area, you tend to meet some pretty relatively nice folks. And
I wish I knew what it was, man. I think it has to do with so much military and government.
I would think that's if you were going to kind of shoot at something, kind of like, hey, kind of guessing.
Okay, so this is I kind of have been playing with this in my head a little bit. When I was in the military, and I've always been, it's not that I buck authority or I'm against authority, but I think I've talked about this before, and I hate when I say that because I'm pretty sure I have, though. There was times in the military when people would be like, oh, the general's coming through. We got to clean up and we got to do this and we got to do this, blah, 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 blah. Why the fuck are we doing this for this dude? Who the fuck is he? I get it. He's a general. He fucking worked a long time in this same job and he got his fucking rank. Whoa. Why aren't we always clean in this fucking place? And why aren't we fucking already doing what we're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, why are you only doing it with the big guys coming around?
Yeah, and everybody fucking flips the fuck out when some big, or like, oh, the CEO or the director's coming down. Like, the fuck? Who fucking, they take a shit just like I take a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Pooping is
saying?
important, folks.
I don't fucking care what you are. You are still just like me.
Yeah.
So fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And I've always had that mentality, and that's probably why I prefer to do comedy, and because I don't want to fucking work for anybody else. I'm lucky I have the job that I have because I don't get micromanaged, because that would be,
We were actually having a conversation at work earlier this week, just kind of abroad about micromanagement. And I feel like I could talk about this for a long time. I'm not going to, not today at least. But nobody likes that. It doesn't actually increase productivity. In fact, you're probably going to lose more micromanaging people.
Oh no, no. You there's this new term called silent quitting.
Oh, you just don't show up to work?
No, where you just you don't do your job while you're there.
Must be nice.
No, it's possible. You just do the least amount of work possible so it's like,
yeah,
you don't go above and beyond.
Yeah, I mean that's everywhere. But I don't know. I feel like it's been just kind of a big topic lately, and I feel
no, micromanaging is the worst. If you're a good manager, does not micromanage. They know how to. First of all, they have confidence. They should have confidence in the people that they hired. And I think what there's another thing that I experienced from past jobs. The people who get micromanage and they get upset when you don't do things the way they did is because they don't want to seem like they fucked up by hiring the wrong person.
I could see that being somebody's thought process.
Because that's the trickle down. It's kind of like the trickle down. Oh, if this guy doesn't perform to the level that I think he should, so this person can see that I'm still doing shit, then I can't let them know that it's my fault. I have to put the blame on somebody else instead of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, dude, that's 100% correct. I know.
I'd be thinking, bro, I'd be fucking deep in thought about a lot of shit.
But there was a whole, and I'm not, and again, I swear I'm not throwing anybody under the bus here. But it's just kind of been a topic abroad lately, and when you kind of try to look into the psychology of these things, it's you start to notice little patterns, and it's like, well, this and that, and I don't know. It's just something that, as much as I would like to talk about it, I need to kind of articulate the way I would want to say it.
Think about it before you say it.
Yeah, well,
don't say it here. Just think about it. That's what I'm saying. You got to be in your head more, bruh.
Oh, I am. I'm in my head all the time. I'm in my head right now, looking at you while I'm sipping this drink.
That's weird.
Is it?
Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. I did that like 3 times last week. And I didn't edit none of it out. What up, Phobia? You talking shit about your fingerless gloves.
That's okay. That's one of the reasons I wore them, is so people could just go ahead and stick a fork in me and put me over that rotisserie fire. All right?
Well, Phobia should probably drop a couple subs so you can make you feel better about fingering your butt.
Yeah, well, if that's something I'm not doing, because I'm not, okay, well, plot twist, folks. Do you know what we were looking at work yesterday? What I don't think, but I don't know if you would like this, and this is just being silly. Would you ever wear a bowler hat?
We talked about hats. Like, I told you what type of hat I want.
Well, when we were talking about like the cowboy hats and the brim, but then for some reason, somehow, bowler hats came up at work.
That's not my style of hat.
I know, but I was just asking if you'd wear one, especially if it had like a cool desigin.
No.
Okay.
What do you mean a cool design? A bowler hat is the fucking rounded up side one.
Yeah, it's got a little. But there was one that we saw that it was like it had like a blue pattern, like, you know, different style, I guess.
Nah, dog. My shit is fucking the straight brim, fucking bandito, fucking. What's like a bad guy in the old West?
I was gonna be a smart ass and say a villain. But
that's not even a smart ass, that's a dumbass.
Nah, yeah, there you go. There you go, folks. That's how you get to me.
Fuck. What is it?
Bandit.
Like not a bandito, but what's the dude from the blue guy from Star Wars? Like his hat. Similar to the one from the.
Oh, you're talking about what is it? What is his name? Ken Bane?
Something like that.
Yeah. Candace? No, it's
No,
Candace.
not Candace.
I sound like a fucking idiot.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like the same that character was based off of the bad guy and the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Would you think more of an outlaw would be a better term now? That's sort of, kind of.
Kind of.
I know what you're getting at, but I don't know the proper word for it.
I don't know. I have it, but I just can't remember what it is in my head.
So what I saw earlier, somebody sent me something, since we're talking kind of about the Old West a little bit. They sent me a fan theory about Red Dead Redemption. And I just wanted to run it by you real quick. I was
Two
like,
or one?
One. Well, it would be abroad, but it may apply more to one.
I just started playing 2 again today.
And good for you, because it's incredible. I've actually been thinking about playing it myself. That's kind of nuts. I
missed the fucking scenery, bro.
Oh, dude, it's such a phenomenal video game.
Yeah.
No, but they were saying if Dutch Vanderlyn was actually a cannibal. And
Who the fuck is he eating?
So, well, this is why I think it applies mostly to the first game, because of the kind of the set piece of towards the end of the game. And they, the video I watched for a good 5 minutes was explaining, like, hey, you know, just explaining Dutch's personality and his mannerisms and all that. And then they get into the end of the very first game. You know, spoiler alert, by the way. Even though the game's ancient.
It's a 20-year-old game.
Yeah, but when the very end of the original Red Dead Redemption, in terms of the story, takes place on a mountainside. And Dutch Vanderlyn confronts John Marston, or vice versa, and Dutch ends up ultimately killing himself, jumping off of or falling backwards off the cliff.
What's the point of the theory, bro?
Well, the theory, I thought it was just kind of cool, and they were like, so the cave he was living in, and they were pointing it out, has a bunch of miscellaneous femurs that are laying around that are shaped like human bones, not
so he's
animal
eating
bones.
them like turkey legs and shit.
Yeah, and they were pointing out different skulls that he had set up around, I guess, this cave of his, and various little other things. And obviously it's people just pointing stuff out, but the manner of these femurs being dispersed, kind of like, you know, it's like you eat a wing, chuck it. Eat a wing, you know, just kind of like how you were saying.
You're not just going to eat a fucking femur and chuck it.
Well,
that's a few days of eating.
I'm sure. I mean, the guy was he was hiding in a cave. So, I mean, it's not out of the
movie
question.
where, fuck, man, that's going to fucking bug me. There's a movie where there's some fucking cannibal people in the cave. The fuck was the name of that movie?
Is it The Hills Have Eyes?
No, it was a Western movie.
Oh, it was a Western movie. Okay.
What
Western movie? Yeah. First of all, I know I just said The Hills Have Eyes. Those movies are actually kind of cool. For being like kind of cheesy horror movies, just throwing that out there. While Jared looks this up, so I'm trying to. So it's a Western. People were in a camp. Ooh, I don't know. I honestly can't think of anything.
Bone Tomahawk.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
That's a good movie.
In the dying days of the Old West, an elderly sheriff and his posse set out to rescue their town's doctor from cannibalistic cave dwellers. That does actually sound very badass. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a fun movie. I forgot who's in it. Somebody famous is in it.
So you know what's crazy? I think I've heard of this too. Now that I'm seeing the name, and it's not even really that old. I mean, what
2015
to 2015? Not a terribly ancient film. And they don't really make westerns anymore.
That's a lie.
Really? Well, I mean, besides The Harder They Fall, I know that's probably one of the more
fucking Yellowstone's a western.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm more thinking of movies.
And all
honestly.
the spin-offs, the prequels, all of those are all westerns.
Yeah. It's not, I'm thinking more of just film.
There was another western that just came out. I can't remember if I watched it. I'm trying to remember who fucking was in this movie. Oh, yeah. What's his name? Him.
Oh, Kurt Russell's in this?
Yeah.
Oh, now I have to fucking watch it because everybody knows I'm just a fucking fanboy for Kurt.
Yeah.
You know, hell yeah, dude. That's Snake Plissken.
No, he's Bone Tomahawk.
Well,
This movie's good, man.
Dude, I'm watching this.
Oh,
bro.
I forgot about. Yeah, this movie is fucking good. I'm not gonna turn the sound on. Y'all can just watch this shit.
Ooh, that obviously looks painful. Dude,
Anybody that's watching, we're watching. It's kind of the trailer of Bone Tomahawk. No sound. We're just so RJ can kind of see what's going on. But there's some. It's a Western movie, but there's just like some shit that's like. I think the first time I saw it, I didn't know what it was about. I was like, "Oh, this is a Western," and then it just.
Dude, Kurt Russell is like one of my heroes, bro.
It spiraled into some shit that I wasn't expecting.
That's
Like-
always good. A
Like
good
they're
plug.
they're just out there in the fucking and the dude from Lost, Jack's in it.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. Oh, that guy's a phenomenal actor, bro.
Mhm.
That guy's a phenomenal actor, and it's terrible that we can't think of his name off the top of our head. But
It doesn't matter.
but
If
we're-
you've seen Lost, you know who Jack is.
yeah, I'm 100% watching this, dude. I will watch. Dude, Kurt Russell was in Tombstone, man, which is probably my favorite Western movie ever.
Look at this. These motherfuckers walking in the middle of nowhere. Look, he got a broke leg and he's just still going. Yeah, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah,
The trailer actually gives away way too much.
this is I was gonna say this is a long fucking trailer too.
Yeah.
Speaking of trailers, you like that segue?
Not at all, but go ahead.
We got some really cool stuff happening the next couple of days. All right. And yeah, really cool stuff. On Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, December the 5th.
Oh, I fucking wish I remembered. I would have put the shit up here. Actually, I could pull it up.
9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. Rockstar is going to be releasing the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6. When I tell you, I said it a couple weeks ago, and I'm starting to believe it more now, just so I can build the own hype in my head. It might be the single most anticipated piece of entertainment in a very long time.
You said that last week, and I told you I don't think you're right.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. I think I am. I think I am.
You could be. Trying to find the original. It's on Twitter, and I don't feel like pulling my Twitter up.
So for all you gamers out there, all you basement dwellers, your Mountain Dew and your Cheetos and your ramen, I'm talking about myself, obviously. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to get its first trailer this upcoming Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and it is probably going to just skyrocket and just shake the foundation of everything.
If it's a good trailer,
Yeah, no,
If
and
it's like a 30-second trailer, then,
it's going to be a teaser. You don't worry. They're not going to.
Then stop trying to build it up like this fucking.
I could be very wrong, but it does say trailer number 1.
Yeah.
So obviously we're going to see more.
So don't fucking build it up like it's the fucking greatest thing since sliced bread if you don't know what the fuck it is.
I'm just excited.
You can be excited as you want. I am fucking. This is my threat. Hold on, I'm trying to get the fucking thing up. Where's the fucking URL at?
I do like the little DeLorean background Grand Theft Auto sign right there, or that, I guess, poster, so to speak, visual image. Really, really, really cool. But I just know fans, gaming fans, and maybe non-gaming fans, this is something to really, really look forward to. I mean, I'm fucking stoked, dude. I'm getting up early on Tuesday to watch this.
Fucking mean you're getting up early. You're getting up at 9 o'clock. That's not early.
Well, I'm getting up before 9 o'clock. If I get up after 9, I'm going to miss it. I want to be a part of the world.
You're getting up at 9 o'clock. You're not.
It's early for me, sir.
Can somebody help me, please, with this? Lady Ballers just came out yesterday, I think. What is Lady Ballers?
I would think it'd be something basketball related if I had to guess.
You said it sounds like it's going to be a good movie. I don't foresee that being a thing.
Yeah, no, but we got this coming up, and
This shit didn't even fucking come up the way I wanted it. Whatever.
that's okay. But still, something very, very cool, something very exciting to look forward to.
Maybe I'll put it in the post.
We'll see. But you can't not be like a little like, oh my god, it better be good. It better. I know.
I don't think it's going to be anything special, to be honest.
What I'm more curious about is.
Oh, this is what he's talking about. I feel like our friend DA would like this. I don't think I'm into it.
Don't. There's a basketball with a wig on, so I don't know if that would really be up my alley.
Yeah.
I have seen Joanna Man before, so
I've never seen that.
it was on TV one day.
These are dudes dressed. Nah, bro. Come on, man.
Pushing the agenda.
Come on, Epic.
I think he did that to you on purpose too.
It's a true comedy. So motherfuckers did this.
What? Hold on.
He said it's a true comedy.
Here, is there a little? See, Lady Baller film gets hundreds of positive reviews despite LGBT.
Oh. I hope you're trolling.
He might be, or he might be dead ass serious. You never know.
Because then he's saying lady ballers, activists not laughing at gender bending comedy about transgenders. Bruh,
How do you know this, Epic?
he's trying to get me. He's trying to get me in trouble. That's what he's trying to do.
So he's trying to stir the pot with his wooden spoon.
Double, toiling trouble.
There you go. And
Shakespeare, you don't know nothing about that. Who is this? You keep saying Anita Lopez is definitely going to be something you should be into. Who is this? What, bro? What are you talking about?
Who's Anita Lopez?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Here, let's look it up. We're going to find out who this Miss Anita Lopez is. She sounds pretty hot, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, my God.
You know I had to do it. I had to do it. So while Jared looks that up, folks, I think it's always important to remind you that we are live here every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. live on Twitch. You can catch the audio anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, and the list is endless with those. And definitely the must-see,
What is this?
must-show, must-way to start your work week with the visual on YouTube at 9 a.m.
What is this?
Anita Lopez.
Bro. Epic, I think I've lost faith in you.
No.
I think you're trolling. You have to be trolling. It's just, he said it's an AI model that's making, I heard about this, making 11,000 K a month completely AI generated. Yeah, I know. I'm not into it. I could care less. Like, I'm not listening to AI shit. Like, I'm not into it. I don't fuck with it. I know I'm a tech head, but AI shit,
Well,
I don't really fuck with it.
Well,
especially when it comes to creativity and art.
Well, the fact that people are giving their money to what is randomly generated
Because
AI.
I've seen the pictures. It looks fucking very real.
No, I understand that.
I'm good. I'll pass. As soon as I found out it was AI generated, it's a fact. But the problem is, there's going to be a point where we're not going to be able to tell, and we're all fucked.
Isn't that scary?
That's the point, and that's why no, can't do it.
He's definitely trolling you. Don't worry. I've known this guy for far too long. He definitely is trying to get what do the old folks like to say? Try to get a rise out of you. Yeah, there you go.
You're such a loser.
I kind of am not. I'm a winner, especially when I dropped 56 kills on Russ the other day.
This is the way.
Mm-hmm. So it's always important to remember that we are here. We are going to be with you guys for the duration.
You just said that.
I know. Hold on. Let me do my thing. I'm doing my thing.
Oh, my God.
I'm just doing my thing, brother. It's all right. But I think it's very important that I always in the show, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.
Who said?
Oh, I thought we were done. I swear to God. I thought we were leading towards
I didn't give you a cue.
Well, I know you didn't give me a cue, but I thought I was feeling a cue. I thought that's what I was doing, but I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it right.
So you're feeling yourself.
If you want to say that, sure. But I am not.
Gay.
Is it gay if you touch yourself? I'm sorry.
It is if you look at yourself in the mirror while you do it.
Man, there, you got me this week. No, I just, I thought I knew what was happening, and apparently I didn't. So we're going to continue to watch me drink out of this glass.
No, we good now. Like, fuck it.
Well, I just thought it was a good way to end the show with
fucking this guy talking about fucking AI generated shit. I saw the shit and I saw clips of it and I was like, oh, she's hot, but I was like, yo, she's a fucking computer. She's pixels.
I like the pink hair. It's pretty cool.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
That's why she made $11,000 a month.
I'm not giving this fucking. It's not even a person. I'm not giving this AI my money.
You can call her a bitch.
I was going to. I was like, I'm not giving this bitch my money. She ain't even real.
As you look like a homeless man sitting over there.
So, the big reason I wore these gloves this week.
I don't know why.
Is because it's been a little cold in the service lane. Obviously, it's.
But you're
December.
not in the service lane.
I know. Calm down.
I'm not calming down.
You need to be just. Serenity.
Don't tell me. First of all, don't tell me what I need to be. That's where you're gonna go wrong.
You sound like the tow truck driver the other night when he dropped the car off. But anyway, whatchamacallit? No. So I ran into multiple people at my job this week randomly. Obviously because I work there. But each person I spoke to, and they were on their own merit, They were like, RJ, you look like Daniel Stern from Home Alone. You look like one of the sticky bandits wearing those gloves.
Yeah, you said that already, though.
I know, but the crazy thing is that...
Thanks for using his joke, guys.
Anyway.
I'm trying to help you out.
Well, I appreciate it.
Since you can't fight your own battles, I got to fight them for you.
That's what friends are for, you fucking jackass. Anyway.
Yeah, still, I don't want to fucking have to be carrying your weight all the time like they carry you in fucking video games all the time.
You know, those are fighting words around here. But that's okay. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about RJ at all. But anyway, they were like, hey, man, you look like Daniel Stern from Home Alone with those things on. And at first, I thought everybody was kind of in on it. And then the cleaning guy, the guy that comes to clean my shop at night, doesn't even work in my building, only for a few hours, said, hey, man, you look like the guy from Home Alone wearing those gloves. I fucking lost it, dude. So that's why I put them on. I am a sticky bandit. Okay, because it's the holiday season. I like these gloves. They do. They're not mittens. Okay, there, I said it. They're not mittens. I know the difference.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you for listening to episode 210. Yes, 210 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy.
I gotta use that alert more.
It's really great.
Yeah,
And along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. And you know what I said a couple minutes ago, so don't you forget it. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and review. And we will see you guys next week. Peace. Is this camera still on me, you fucking weirdo?
It's not anymore.
Oh, my God.
Peace out, y'all.
Yeah.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. Merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist